Hello guys and welcome to a new episode of GEEKAMANIA. We are your hosts, that's Sam.
That's Ben.
And that over there's Mark.
And today we'll be reviewing the new Star Trek film,
Into Darkness.
Into Darkness.
No colon. I don't know why that bugs me, but it's Star Trek Into Darkness. Not Star Trek Into Darkness.
No,
Star Trek Into Darkness.
It's because they're going into darkness, isn't it? It's like...
It's a Star Trek Into Darkness.
Yes, Star Trek Into Darkness. Starring Chris Pine, Benedict Cumberbatch, Simon Pegg, Carl Urban and Zachary Quinto.
Not bad, Mark. And Robocop.
And Robocop.
Admiral Robocop's in it. Yes, he's the Admiral that,
Anderson.
nothing bad happens to him.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yes.
But yeah, so let us give our impressions, hand motions.
Go on.
Basically, the film I thought was the best thing I've seen so far this year. I loved
Really?
Yeah, I loved
Whoa.
every single second of it. And even though I personally am not a Star Trek fan at all, I saw the films when I was a kid, and I saw some of the episodes. My mum liked New Generation. As a kid as well, it was like a bit
Next
boring.
generation, not new generation.
Next generation.
Yeah.
See,
Get out.
you can tell I'm not a fan. But honestly, I loved the film. I thought it was really, really good.
Did you see the first one?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
was amazing. I wasn't much of a fan of Star Trek. I thought it was going to be boring. Watched it, I was like, oh my god, that is so good. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. Sam?
It's Benedict Cumberbatch.
And the review of 5 stars.
That's all it needs.
Yeah.
That's all it needs. You make I love the fact there is some action that he does in it, and there's lots of jumping and stuff, flying around and violence and stuff. Yay.
Using guns.
But Benedict can just have like dramatic, slow lines and going to walk over your cold corpses. And it's fantastic!
The thing is,
So
he says it in
dramatic.
such a weird way. He says cold corpses.
I know,
Yeah.
every time
He really emphasises the they're cold corpses. It's very strange.
He knows how to deliver just
It's
lines.
that weird Shakespeare stuff in him.
But he's
Yes.
brilliant. He's on stage stuff is really, really good as well. I've seen him perform on stage. Oh no, not in person, but
And also as well that he plays as Sam's ancestor, Sherlock Holmes.
I don't think they know that that's my last name. But there we go.
Star Trek Into Darkness.
probably did
Benedict
'cause on the-
Cumberbatch was in it. 5
Oh,
stars.
of course,
On
yeah.
the title sequence it says Holmes.
So yeah, guess what? Ben is going to be the voice of negativity. in this film.
No, you don't like it.
I liked it. Overall, it's pretty good. There's quite a lot of problems with it though. Number one, the first impression I had of this film,
Yeah.
first opening shot, this feels Star Wars. It really didn't feel Star Trek. Just
Kind
with
of.
like the opening vista of the planet and the people and the fact the only thing that makes it Star Trek is the fact it's Captain Kirk and Spock and Bones and the characters. The situation all feels really rather Star Wars. There's a big central deceptive man who has betrayed his organization
Yeah.
against Skywalker, and he has turned
You're
to the
terrible
dark
cough
side.
there.
It's
Yes.
bad. It's getting
Yeah,
bad.
very bad cough, very bad cough.
And yeah, and you know, the good guys have to fight him in their spaceships and stop him from getting a big spaceship and destroying planets.
Yeah.
Anyone else seeing any similarities here? I know,
I love the film.
I know this is sounding a bit like the ignorant. Oh, it's Star Trek and Star Wars are the same thing. It's
And
not.
but the funny thing as well, though, he's going to be going on to Star Wars as well, seeing how...
Yeah, no,
So now it will work.
this film made me very confident for the Star Wars films because he gets Star Wars, but this film doesn't feel like Star Trek. Star Trek is about adventuring to foreign planets and encountering different species and their ethics and clashing with your ethics. And but what about the Prime Directive? No, but we have to save these people. It's what we should do, Jim. But no, we shouldn't, Jim. That's not logical. Damn it, man! I'm a scientist, not a doctor. Blah blah blah.
It was very funny though. There was some lots of really laugh out loud
There
moments.
was
All of the
really
acting in
laugh
this
out loud,
film
out loud.
is great.
Yes.
Chris Pine is still a bit wooden, a little. He's all right. He's serviceable, but he doesn't have that same like on-screen charisma that say Shatner had. Or
So yeah. So hard.
I know to compare them is tough, but even
Yes.
I feel like there's someone better out there who could be Kirk. Really, I do. But
CM Punk.
Yeah.
Punk would be a terrible Kirk.
Yeah, Pike
I'm
would be a
sorry.
really bad
I had to mention.
Or would he? No, he doesn't look
No.
right. He could do it, but I'm not sure he looks right for it. But going back to actual things that are relevant, she's obsessed.
That's right. That's as much as me when Ninja Turtles references.
Other than that, another big problem I had was the amount of pointless references. References for just the sake of being references. For me, Benedict Cumberbatch, as spoilers, he didn't have to be Khan. Why did he have to be Khan? For the audience that doesn't know Khan, him revealing, my name is Khan, has no impact.
Except for it sounds really dramatic.
Yeah, I know.
No impact. It sounds really dramatic, and the audience is like, oh, that means something. Who the fuck's Khan?
Isn't that the name of the alien in The Simpsons? One of them. Am I making that up?
Oh, Kang.
Oh, okay,
No,
sorry.
Khan was like from
Kang
Star Trek 2. It is a famous thing and goes.
But yeah,
and
like
the show goes Khan.
The audience who doesn't know Star Trek won't know the significance of that. The audience that do know Star Trek already knew he was Khan. They could see that for as soon as Kirk punches him and Khan just doesn't react. It's Khan. It's obviously Khan. Who else could it be?
But I thought it was quite cool that it brought in the Klingons for once.
Again, Klingons, no reason. Tribbles, no reason. Everything in this film seems like it's just been gouged out and just gone, hey, look, remember this thing? This thing was cool. Let's do that.
As a Star Trek fan, did you find it, because obviously we're not really in the know, did you find it predictable?
Oh, it's very much a classic Hollywood film, so it's all very predictable. Okay. The only mystery that Khan is Khan isn't a mystery. It's pointless as well, because it has no impact, and you have to bring Leonard Nimoy back to basically go and say to the audience, hello audience, I'm Leonard Nimoy. Khan is a badass motherfucker. Watch out for him. You have to insert that scene.
But the second one as well though, because apparently the first one didn't have much references to the Star Trek fans. They wanted to bring the second one to have more references.
Yeah, references are fine. You have to have Bones say, "Damn it, Jim, I'm a doctor, not a physicist." At some point, that is needed. You have to you have to put in little nods like that. You have to get the catchphrases in, of course.
The guy that plays Spock is fantastic.
He's pretty good. A lot of people rag on him, but I actually like him as Spock.
I
do as well.
I don't like the writing for Spock because he says, "Oh, I don't feel emotions," and then clearly portrays an emotion. It's like you're not really doing Spock right.
Yeah, well, I like the fact that when he tells the story about why he doesn't show emotions, to be quite admirable.
It's quite deep, isn't it?
It's quite deep.
It's good.
You kind of feel a bit of empathy for the guy.
It's good, but it's inconsistent and it's bad writing, and it annoys me because it could be really good. Because the acting, as I said, is brilliant. Plus, I'm a big Simon Pegg fanboy anyway.
Yeah,
and the guy who plays Bones, I've forgotten his name sadly, but
Carl Urban.
He is spot on. He is absolutely picture perfect.
Do you know who else he plays as well? Which I was like awesome as well. Dredd. He was the new Dredd.
Oh, bloody hell, he was the new Dredd. I love this man even more.
Oh
my god. You know what? It's hard to recognise a man from just the lower half of his face. But now that I look at that lower half of the face, God, it's Dredd. Carl Urban. I like you.
Yeah, me too, Carl Urban.
I like you a lot. Better than Benedict Cumberbatch, definitely. No, I'm serious. Carl Urban.
I gotta say, I thought the whole feud between Carl Urban, Cumberbatch and Kurt was quite. And
there's a lot of good stuff. Cool. The action is satisfying. The SFX is fine. There wasn't too much lens flare. The time that there was lens flare, it was. It's like every time it cuts to the back of the captain's chair, lens flare, and I was like, stop it. It's such a pretty place.
It was perfect.
JJ Abrams loved his lens flare.
Dramatic, emotional. There was a little bit of romance in it. It was hilarious in places. It
could
have done a bit more adventure.
The character arcs as well bugs me because everyone went through the same arc they went through in the first film. Kirk learnt to be more responsible. Spock learnt emotions. Uhura likes Spock. Scotty is funny.
Oh.
Bones
likes... I don't remember the first one. It's been a long time.
Well, they start the film in a relationship. Can you not go... And then, no one... everyone's progressed at exactly the same rate. Like, it just resets everything to zero. And it's like, oh, we'll just go through these again.
And I was quite surprised that they didn't do a predictable twist and have Alice Eve's cat to be evil. I thought, and it was quite clever that she was.
I would have preferred that to the twist of, oh, look, it's Khan. I would have preferred it if he wasn't Khan. I would have preferred it if they hadn't mentioned he was Khan at all. That would have made it more interesting to me. just having him be Khan and have also
But Khan sounds so good in his voice.
almost everything sounds good. In
That's
his
good.
voice.
He could read the menu or the dictionary.
No one
Fish and
has an
chips
awesome
with a
voice
side
as
of
much
salad.
as Morgan Freeman.
995.
Morgan has the best voice.
That's
in
almost
my
the
opinion.
M&S advert
I will walk over your cold cuts.
of salmon.
That's
Yeah.
what it's going for.
Sorry.
I love that man, Benedict Cumberbatch. I thought I thought honestly for
I
me
love
the
him.
film Benedict Cumberbatch was probably the best
Yes.
thing about the
Sherlock's
whole
gonna
film.
be on when they film it. I mean, obviously.
Yeah.
They're filming it at the moment.
I
They
know
were
they are.
filming
It's
it.
gonna be.
She's gone crazy. Stop it. Stop it. Wake up.
She goes crazy every single episode.
But yeah, as much as I rag on this film, it's an enjoyable ride as long
Yes.
as you don't think about it too much, and as long as you're not a huge die-hard Star Trek fan. Like if you really are just like balls to the walls, have Star Trek tattooed on your face,
You're kind of already
this is
gonna go in.
not gonna be
prepared.
Yeah.
great for you. But it's a solidly done film. Everything's nice. It's good. 3.5 stars personally.
3.5.
3.5.
Okay.
I enjoyed it. I came out of the film happy.
I'm going 4.
I'm going 4.5. I
Four.
loved it. I really
Blimey.
enjoyed it. It was the best film of the year. honestly.
Disagree.
I wouldn't say best film of the year, but fair enough. Okay.
Solid. Iron Man 3 is still my best of the year.
And also as well, as you said earlier, I just love the chemistry between some of the characters as well. Just the chemistry that Spock and Kirk have, and you can see how they become friends and stuff, and I like that, and the whole humour as well, like Simon Pegg and
the
everything
humour is spot on.
is brilliant. I love
I kind of just want a side film where it's just Bones. I would quite happily see Carl Urban just play Bones all day, every day. I just want more grumpy doctors.
Excuse me?
I like grumpy doctors. I'm going to go watch House. Doctor's not grumpy. He's happy and all like, hey, let's go save the universe.
Oh, then again,
Not
it
now,
depends.
we just
Depends on
quit.
the doctor.
Damn it, universe, I'm a doctor, not a time traveller.
Then again, though, Ben, it depends on the doctor, isn't it? Because some of the doctors were quite more serious
Ah,
than you were.
it's not grumpy though.
I don't watch Doctor Who anymore.
I don't really.
I want to. I do. Just see it.
I'd
You
watch
have
it.
many years to watch them, Sam.
I know.
Since it's
I
sexy,
start
you
from
want
the
to start from the
beginning.
beginning.
There's too much. It's too
Or
much.
did you want to start from the
Stop differing!
That's what we do with GEEKAMANIA.
That's Sam.
That's Mark.
And that's our Ben.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
guys.
Hello again.
Flip.
Yeah.
Oh no! I'm trapped.
Oh.
No!
You'll never see them again, Internet.